So, welcome everyone. I am Tenneson Woolf, and I'm a Circle Way practitioner, among other things, being in a life of hosting in very circle based ways. Today, I'm with a friend and colleague, Marlin, who is a past participant of the Circle Way practicum. And I'm enjoying the chance to chat with you and reconnect and reacquaint and re-wonder with you, Marlin.
Same here.
So thank you and welcome here. Can you first just give us a bit of an essence of who you are vocationally, or in your case, it might be communally also?
I think the best place to start is what has my life looked like in the last 4 or 5 years. And I spend a good deal of my time in the company of other people doing community service. And that includes holding space for people who are in the last days and weeks of their lives, to creating community here in a building that I live in, as well as teaming and volunteering with a group of people around a food rescue organization. So most of my time is spent in circles of support, many times circles of two. So I think that describes where I am at this point.
Beautiful. Well, let's build on circles of two for a minute there from your perspective. And the question I want to ask you is would you say a little bit about what you've been up to with Circle, and maybe a little bit about how your participation in the Circle Way practicum has influenced you in what you're up to with Circle?
Immediately following in my time in the practicum, I returned home and had the honor of facilitating in a circle of 11 people with advanced cancer, and used what I had learned at the practicum in that circle. The beauty of that was that of the 11 people in that circle, there is only one survivor. And so over the course of time, that circle, not only was it a healing support circle, and I think this is due to the experience that I had at Aldermarsh, was able to evolve into a circle of memorial and a circle of grieving. Because as we lost members of our circle, the Circle Way process allowed us to keep them in the circle in a different way. And the center of the room, which for me was one of the powerful parts of the Circle Way approach, became the place of honor and memorial for the members of our circle who had passed. So that was my most immediate application of my experience at Aldermarsh, and it worked. So that was probably my most formal application of the process. I have come to discover that I spend a lot of time holding space for people, and many of the principles and approaches in the Circle Way process are key to that.
I'm glad to hear that. And thank you for just sharing a bit that way.
You're welcome.
If you were thinking, Marlin, if you're thinking about people who are thinking about coming to a Circle Way practicum, if you were giving them sort of an essence of encouragement, what might that be from you?
As to whether they should or should not?
Could be a should or should not, or just what would you say from heart to heart to some of those folks?
I'd say go do it. And I would suggest that you leave preconceived notions of facilitated support groups, lead those at home. That's not what I experienced, and I don't think that clearly wasn't the intention of that experience. I think it's about space. It's about sacred space, and about empowering the participants in the circle, and that it becomes a shared responsibility to allow everyone's truth to come out and be supported in that circle. And the process for me is a powerful way of not short-circuiting people's truth or their suffering or their healing, that it allows them to put it out there and leave it there. So I would encourage people to, if you're called to hold space, I would definitely recommend the Circle Way process for holding space.
Thank you, Marlin.
You're welcome.
I'm glad to be a space holder with you, or connected to some space holding in the way that you're describing, and across many different circumstances. Thanks for sharing a bit of yours. For those who are interested in participating in a Circle Way practicum, there's a couple upcoming, one in June, the 19th through the 24th, near Brisbane, Australia, with co-hosts myself, Amanda Fenton, and Penny Hamilton. And then also the information for that is at, the website is thecirclewayaustralia.com. And for those of you oriented to North America, Whidbey Island near Seattle in August this year, more information is at learnthecircleway.com. I'll be co-hosting with Amanda Fenton, as well as a new friend, Chantilly Mears-Pickett. Thanks, Marlin. It's a treat to be connected to you today.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.